I just want to show all this so people see what I see. I mean, I'm getting all kinds of tips and mail and all kinds of stuff, and people need to understand what is going on. The state has said over and over, kids are not sleeping in offices. And yet I have been inundated with information that says just the opposite. And it seems to be getting worse. I have gotten all kinds of pictures from employees there on the scene who are giving me sort of heartbreaking looks inside what's going on. Look at this picture. This is from Bradley County. This is a kid who put sticky notes on a DCS office window. It says, "I am sad," over and over again. "I am sad, I am sad. I want to make a phone call." Weeks after this, there was a 911 phone call from a DCS employee about an 11-year-old child who attempted suicide. I mean, listen to what the worker who was there said.
He's also threatened to run away multiple times. Unfortunately, these kids are currently stuck staying at the office for 24 hours on days on end right now due to just some stuff that's happening with DCS right now.
That's one county. That's one county. That's Bradley County. I'm getting stuff from all kinds of counties. This is an envelope that was just mailed to me. And it came with a letter that said, "This is what's happening in Robertson County. Kids are staying in offices." These are pictures of foster children, how they are currently living in Robertson County. They are only provided showers 3 times weekly. That's what this letter says. So in Robertson County, their beds, there's a whole schedule for kids. Their lunch, free time outside. Another indication, they're just staying in offices and they have a whole schedule. So what's happening here? What's happening is we have seen fewer people get into foster care. So the state takes these kids out of dangerous situations, take them out of homes where they're abused and neglected. They have no foster family for them to go to. And so they wind up staying in an office. But it's not for one night. Like that 911 call said, it's for days on end. And it's heartbreaking what we're seeing. Some people might say, well, that's better than the situation they were in. And that may be true to some extent. But it's heartbreaking that the state can't find a legitimate placement for these kids. The state said 2 years ago, they're out of offices, but now they're back in, and it seems to be getting worse. We talked to officials who said, boy, we're seeing it more than we've ever seen it. What is the solution? That's a great question. Right now, there are 2 lawsuits the DCS faces. These are class action lawsuits. There are 13 foster kids who are suing the state of Tennessee and suing DCS, saying the state needs to put more money into foster care. The bottom line is we need more foster parents. We need more people who are willing to step up and say, I'm going to foster a child. Now, I've talked to plenty of foster parents who said, we wanted to do that, but we didn't get the support we needed from the state. We didn't get the support from the Department of Children's Services. We'll take a kid, but we want to know the truth about what we're getting. And we want to know that we'll have help when it comes to getting the medical care and mental health counseling. And we haven't seen that. I feel like there's real deficiencies there on the part of the state when it comes to supporting these foster parents. So the numbers, they've gone down. Since the pandemic, we have hundreds of fewer foster parents than we did prior to the pandemic. Some got out because of the pandemic, but those numbers have kept going down. And part of that is, some would say, the lack of support from the state, from the department for these foster parents. I've covered this for a long time, and it's heartbreaking. We have DCS employees who are scared to speak out, but they're reaching out in whatever way they can. But it's not just DCS employees, it's foster parents, and it's all kinds of different people who are heartbroken. I had someone tell me the system is failing, but no one cares. What I want to do is just shed a light on a system that cares for the most vulnerable kids in our state. How we care for this kid says something about who we are as a state. And over again, I'm seeing that we're failing. I mean, we see it from those on the inside, we see it from kids, and I think even people on the inside would agree things have to change. If people trust me enough to reach out with this stuff, then I want to share it. I want to share it in a way that people can see it. And this form gives me an opportunity to do that. And DCS, they're not bad people. They are doing the best they can. But these are very challenging times. And the way to deal with it is not to pretend like it's not happening. The way to deal with it is to show it and talk about it. And so that's what I want to do.